Yep. What is going on, guys? It is Will back with another NQES recap video. So we are going to be covering a news article today. We're not really going to go super detail into it. Just because I don't like getting involved in politics too much, at least on the channel. But it obviously does have an effect in the stock market. So it's something we do obviously have to talk about. With that being said, today, a little bit after, right after market open, Iran issued a missile attack on Israel, and the news immediately hit the feed, and the market just sold off massively. We had a massive sell-off in the market. NQ dropped 435 points after bottoming out over there. We just don't want to see war, right? But, obviously war is going to happen. It's a part of life. Both sides, whether, you're from Israel or you're from Iran. I just think it sucks that, citizens, innocent people have to end up dying because of corrupt governments. So it is sad, but, we do have to take this into consideration when we are trading, obviously. Because global news like this will affect the stock market, as we can see from this sell-off right here. This is a global news sell-off. Whether it was manipulated or not, this was reacted off the news of Iran attacking Israel. Other than that, we're going to kind of push away from that. I'll talk about it a little bit later when we do our recap of the overview. So immediately, if you take a look here, a beautiful SMT formed on the 1 minute time frame here. So as you can see, 9:30 market opens, right? Look at ES right here, ES 9:30, and it's selling off. Meanwhile, 9:30 on here, NQ is pumping into a fair value gap. And guys, I saw this right here, and I was like, okay, the market's gonna sell. I didn't even hear about the news yet. I was like, all right, the market's going to sell off. ES is dumping. ES dumped like 10 points before NQ started to follow. So I entered the short like right about here through this rejection off this fair value gap. And absolutely just... I took one trade today. This is the only trade. I'll post it up here in a second. Only trade I taken today. Oh my gosh. And if I held it for... I could have held it for 400 points if I wanted to. I didn't think we were going to go that low. Nor did I even know about the news probably until around here. I kind of found out about it because I was in class, so I wasn't really, paying attention to news. And then also 10 o'clock we had Jolt, which is job opening. So I wanted to get out of the trade quickly as possible. I don't want to trade with news. News. You don't want to trade with news. That's one thing that we don't do here is trade with news. So beautiful SMT formed, right? NQ's pumping, ES is pushing down. ES is looking to take out the lows. NQ's just delayed. So what do? You take the short on NQ, guys. Very simple, very clean. And it had a beautiful rejection off the FEG. A++ setup. This is the golden trade right here. I went 5 micros right away. I was in and out of this trade in, I want to say 10 minutes. Maybe 15 minutes. I was in this trade 10-15 minutes. 976 across all 3 accounts. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I could have held it, obviously, but I didn't really know what was going on. I just thought we were coming down to sweep these lows right here. As you can see, these are the previous day lows. So we swept these London lows immediately. This is 9:30, guys. We swept these London lows. So if you look, right, sorry, this is not 9:30, this is, okay, 9:31, sorry, we swept these London lows, and 9:31, you can still see ES, or you can still see NQ is still up here. So this is just beautiful, you know, and then we swept the lows on NQ. I was watching ES the whole time for a bounce. So after we swept these lows, we just kept tanking down. Obviously, we had a little pump here, but it doesn't really matter because I was looking for the previous day lows, which we took out. Once we took out this previous day's lows, I got out of NQ. I believe that was like somewhere like this 196 area because NQ was lagging a little bit. But still a beautiful trade. I cannot complain. I was thinking, what I thought today was I thought we were going to pump up to Asia high and then sell off. But that didn't happen because we immediately got the news at like 9:30, 9:31, and that's when the market sold off. Other than that, we're going to just do a recap of what I think is going to happen. Because this news is very important. This does play into the market. You know, and we also have, I'm going to do another article where we're going to be covering, I'll probably do that article tomorrow because I don't really have enough time today. We're going to be covering this protest going on with the longshoremen of going on strike. How this is going to affect, you know, the importing, the exporting. This is some serious shit, guys. I don't know how much, like, I'd assume every day they're protesting is going to cost America millions of dollars, I assume. Because nothing's operating. So, was September just a fake month and October is the actual red month? I'm not sure. But the market did have a significant pullback. We definitely respected this fair value gap right here. As you can see, this daily fair value gap, we respected this very much on NQ. You know, I'm gonna be looking for sells tomorrow too. Especially if we close. If we close below this line here, if we close above this below this line here, which we probably will. Yeah, we probably will. I'm looking for sells tomorrow. Market structure has shifted, and I'm looking for sells. I'm probably going to be targeting this order block, to be honest. This daily order block right here, this 19.6 area, call it a day. But if we sink through this level, guys, we're going to be down in these 19.100s areas again. This 19.3, 19.100. And if we don't hold this level here, it's going to be bad news. I mean, we're going to come back down to the, like, there's no doubt about it, we're going to sink. On the other hand, ES over here, we're still looking strong, but ES needed a pullback, okay? ES was the one that was just contesting all-time highs every day. Not healthy at all. This needed a pullback. This is not the... I want to see more of a pullback in ES, so obviously NQ is going to follow it. ES just absolutely exploded from this August 5th sell-off and just, you know, immediately rallied back up within August. And September was a really good month. The beginning of September was a little red. On that, it was just a really good month for ES. So this is not something we're used to seeing. September historically is one of the worst months of the stock market. But we didn't see that at all. So is October gonna be the red month that we're looking for? I mean, ES does need a pullback. So I personally think we could be seeing some serious pullbacks in the market. With that being said, you know, don't be nervous. Think of it as a buying opportunity. Now all those stocks that were super high, like, you know, like, or if you're buying Apple, I'm sorry, but if you're buying Apple at, what is it trading now at? 130, 140? You're fucking stupid. If you're buying Nvidia at 120, you're fucking stupid. If you're buying Microsoft at these all-time highs, you're stupid. If you're buying Meta up here, you're stupid. Why are you buying at the top? Wait for the market to pull back, and then you start entering. Because you should have entered August 5th. You should have entered this whole time down here. You should have... I'm not going to remake this video because my dogs are barking. You should have entered in this time over here. during this April and May when we had a pullback. You should be entering when these pullbacks happen in these markets right here. Look at this, July 23 all the way to October. You should have been buying stock. Okay? All these pullbacks here, you should be buying stock and equity and stacking up that equity. Because at the end of the day, day trading doesn't work out for everybody. It works out for very few people. But you can take the knowledge from day trading, transfer it into equity, and build yourself a portfolio that'll retire you when you're ready to retire. Plus, you have your retirement accounts ready to go. So yeah, I'm definitely looking for a very big pullback this month. That's just because ES rallied too quickly for me, and NQ is still lagging behind. But it looks like we're about to sell off here. It doesn't look too nice, and all this news that we got going on is gonna play a part. I mean, other than that, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna be covering the strike that's going on with the longshoremen, because that does play a factor into the market. GDP, import and exporting. It does play a factor into all this, so we will be covering that tomorrow. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Later.